Welcome, folks, to another engaging episode of Almanac. Today, we're focusing on a titan of American literature, Herman Melville, the mastermind behind the iconic Moby-Dick. So, buckle up as we sail through his life, dissect his most influential quotes, and uncover a world of complexities that few have managed to explore as deeply as Melville did. We begin with his early years, which started off comfortably but took an unfortunate twist. Born into a well-to-do family in New York City in 1819, Melville's early years were relatively comfortable. But the security of his early life was fleeting. His father's business failed, and he died when Herman was just 12, leaving the family in dire straits. This early experience of financial instability was a driving force in Melville's life, as he was forced to abandon his formal education to work and help support his family. The young Melville took to the seas, a course of action that would profoundly shape his writing and his worldview. His first voyage was on a merchant ship to Liverpool at the age of 20, followed by several years in the U.S. Navy and adventures in the South Pacific. It was on these journeys that he began gathering the experiences that would serve as fodder for his novels and essays. This life at sea exposed him to an array of cultures, ethical dilemmas, and above all, human and natural adversities. Melville's first book, Typee, was inspired by his own adventures in the Marquesas Islands, where he jumped ship and lived among the native Polynesians. This book catapulted him into the literary scene, albeit briefly. Although it gained considerable attention upon its release, Melville soon realized that fame was fickle. His most iconic quote, "It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation," captures Melville's spirit perfectly. He was an artist willing to challenge norms, even if it meant facing rejection. In an age where formulaic stories often sold well, Melville took a risk with Moby-Dick, a complex tale interwoven with philosophical digressions and intricate characters. Though largely overlooked in his lifetime, today it stands as a monument to the enduring power of innovative storytelling. At this juncture, if you're as intrigued by Herman Melville's story as we are, don't forget to subscribe to Almanac. Your subscription helps us continue our quest to share timeless stories and impactful quotes that enrich the soul. We move ahead to another salient quote by Melville. To produce a mighty book, you must choose a mighty theme. In the case of Moby-Dick, he chose the mighty themes of human ambition, revenge, and the sublime terror of nature embodied in the figure of the great white whale. But the book failed to capture the public's imagination initially, not even covering its production costs. What followed was a period of mounting disappointments. His subsequent novels, including Pierre and The Confidence Man, were not well received. His financial situation worsened, forcing him to take a job as a customs inspector in New York City. This period of his life saw a decline in his literary output, but it didn't entirely suppress his creativity. Melville's experiences during these lean years fed into another noteworthy quote: "Truth uncompromisingly told will always have its jagged edges." His works, filled with the uncomfortable truths he faced, were a testament to this belief. In his later years, Melville pivoted towards poetry and took on deeply philosophical themes, with the Civil War serving as a grim backdrop for many of his poems. Eventually, Melville's life came to an end in 1891. Despite the lack of recognition during his lifetime, his works have endured, gaining the critical acclaim they deserved only decades after his passing. Even today, students, scholars, and readers worldwide turn to his works for their unparalleled depth and complexity. Herman Melville's life is a testament to the power of resilience, the pursuit of originality, and the unfaltering commitment to delve into the intricate layers of human experience. It's a compelling reminder that even in the face of continuous setbacks and disappointments, the flame of creativity can continue to burn brightly, casting light upon the darker corners of the human psyche and the world at large. So, as we sail back to the shores of our everyday lives, let's carry with us the indomitable spirit of Herman Melville, a man who, despite the tempests of life, was a beacon of originality and an endless explorer of the human condition. If this incredible journey through the life and words of Herman Melville has inspired you, don't forget to hit that like button. And for more in-depth stories and memorable quotes, subscribe to Quote Almanac. You won't want to miss what's coming next.